let's begin into our hips. So we're gonna start feet together. We're gonna rise one hip up one knee up, just to hip height. And then all you're gonna do here is kick forward. So you're extending that leg, kicking that heel forward, and bend back at that knee. I'm gonna show you from the side. So knee is at hip height. You're just going to straighten that leg out, squeeze the thigh, and pull it back in. For 4, 3, 2, really kick that heel out, and 1, bring it in and switch. Good stuff. Next side, hip height, extend, squeeze the thigh. 1, 2, there it is. 3, 4, one more, 5. Somebody's here, who is it? So what we're doing is we're rising their knee up to hip height, and then we're extending that leg out in front, really kicking that heel out, bending back at the knee. Extend again 4 more times, really squeeze that thigh. 3, very good. Use that foot to the ground to help anchor your body. 2, we have 1 more. 1, really start to feel those thighs burning up. Drop that down. Awesome, switch sides. Knee to hip height. Kick that heel out. 1. Breathe in and out. 2. 3. This is 4. We're going to do 1 more big squeeze of that thigh, really lock up that knee. And step it down. Perfect. I'm going to step forward, just so I can give myself some nice space for a big lunge. Okay, so this front knee is above my ankle, and I'm going to rock through my hips. So as I tuck these hips underneath, my back knee naturally does this little bit of a bend. And I'm going to straighten that back out, pulling my hips back under. Awesome. A little bit of a hip tilt and stretch. 3, 2 more. 4, keep a 90-degree bend, or maybe not 90, this is probably like, what, 100? What is this? Good. And we're going to step up and in, next side. Long lunge back, front knee over heel. You're going to tuck your hips underneath, that naturally bends that back knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Extend and bring it back. We're going to do 1 more side each time. Taking it back. So our back leg is straight, our hip is facing the floor. Now as I bring it underneath, my hips are facing forward. So I'm doing this tilt. If I put a sticker on my hip bone, it's facing the ground now. And I'm going to pull it underneath so the sticker's facing the front. Let the sticker face the ground and bring it back up and under. 2 more. 1 and 2. Looks good. Bring it up. Shake it out. We got 1 more side. Stepping far back. That's it. Pulling it under. Letting it go. 3, 2 more. 4, and 5. Bring it up. Yes. All right, we're gonna single arms here. So your right arm, reach out in front, up to the ceiling, back behind you. Just nice big circles. Really reaching as far as you can. One more. Let's go the other direction. So reach backwards, lift it up, and forward. 1, 2, 3, one more. 4, take that arm out to the side. Your palm is down towards the ground. We're gonna think about putting a sticker in front of our shoulder joint, okay? So if you're looking in the mirror, you can now see the sticker. We're gonna internally rotate that shoulder, so now that sticker is facing the ground. Your palm is up towards the ceiling. Roll it back, just to neutral, and then forward again. Good. Back and forth 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, big exhale. 1 more. Perfect. Set that down and shake it out. Other side, we're going to do our forward circles. Really elevate that shoulder up towards the ear as it passes by, and then drop it down by your side. Big breath in. 2 more to go. 1 and 2. We're going to take it the other direction now for 5. Reaching back behind you. Then lifting that shoulder up toward the ear to get out of that hole. Up. 3 more. 2. We have 1 more to go. Then we're going to go right out to the side. Fabulous. Out to the side, palm down. So we're going to think with the front of that shoulder. We're going to rotate it so now it faces the ground, and our palm is up towards the ceiling. Bring it back to neutral. You're feeling it rolling. Put a quarter way forward and a quarter way back. Good. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic, shake that out. Okay, you're gonna grab your booty bands. We're gonna throw these on. Okay. Booty, booty. Here we go. So they're on my thighs, just right above my knees. And I'm gonna show you from the side here. We're gonna do some step back repeaters. So we're gonna get into our hinge position. So we're finding that neutral hip and rib cage. Okay, so keeping this nice and still, you're gonna sit back, opening up into those glutes and those hips. Okay, shift your weight out to one leg. As you step back, this is what's really important, is this knee extension. That knee extension opens up the front of the hip and really gets that glute. So as you step in and back, extend that knee. Let's do 10 per side together. There we go. Staying in this hinge, bent over position. Your supporting leg in the front is probably going to be the one that starts to fire up. That's it. 4, 3. That's it. Back and lock that out. 2. 1 more. 1. Shift your weight onto the next leg. Step back and extend. 10, 9, that's it. Everything else stays nice and still. 6, 5, grip the floor with your feet, really root down into the ground. 2, 1, we're gonna go right over to the other side again. Reposition that hinge if you have to. That's it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, big squeeze, 4, suction that foot to the ground. You'll feel that tension start radiating up into those glutes. Last one, let's switch sides, shifting your weight. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Halfway here. 5, 4, looking good. Couple more reps. Maybe one more. Bring it up. Good, shake that out. You can drop the band. Okay, grab a drink. You have it beside you. Just gonna wet your palate. Super. Right. We'll say hi to the ladies. Maybe a little cheerleader tonight. Okay, coming down to the ground. Whew, we're gonna bring our kettlebell over. We're gonna start kneeling. So I'm going to dial in on our windmill and our swings. So essentially I'm dialing in on that hip hinge for you. Okay, so starting down our kneeling position, we're gonna work on that swing. We're gonna come up to, I'm gonna show you from the side, I believe. Okay. So when we do our swings, we would like our hamstrings and glutes to take the brunt of the force. So as we're coming into that back swing, when that weight is in between our legs, we would like our hips to take the load of that and then push the weight away. What happens when we're standing up is there's so much area between our hips and the floor that weight can kind of get lost down here, kind of bringing you out of formation, and then you're set up and you're heave hoeing. Okay, so bringing that down to the ground, really taking away that range, keeps that bell nice and close to those hips, that powerhouse. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's all take our left foot out in front. So we're gonna go left foot out in front in a 90-90 lunge. Your back toes are tucked, okay? We're gonna open that stance just outside our shoulders because we wanna create space for that bell to go through. All right, so the left leg's in front, you're gonna use the left arm. You'll notice as soon as you try to reach for it, you're gonna have to shoot those hips back, unless your back is gonna bend, right? So until you reach for it, those hips are shooting back. You're gonna pull and push the hips back up to the center. So here, I just want you to try a couple before we get into our rep ranges. I'm just gonna give you about 30 seconds to just practice and feel it out. Then we can really dial it in. So I just want you to kind of take that information, give it a go for about 15 more seconds. Perfect. Then if you want to try the other side as well, you're going to set up, open that stance, same arm as leg. There we go. Hips back, and then right back underneath your shoulders. It's not about pulling the belt with your arm, but how strong is your contraction through those legs to create that bell or to have that bell go up into motion. Okay, did everyone feel okay with that? You guys looked good. If you have a question, always just stop me. Okay, so that's our first one. Our next one, we're gonna go back to those windmills that we were doing. Again, taking away the range. So once we're done our swings, we're gonna bring that bell into our rack position. Here, if you'd like to try and go overhead, you're gonna find that shoulder rotation as your hips shoot back, just like I did in the swing. Hips underneath and shoulder back into neutral position. If it's too much to hold overhead, absolutely understand the shoulder stability is huge here. So we're gonna go and just bring it out to the side and think about getting your elbow to this hip crease right here. This is just as good because it helps open up this area, okay? So it's just like you're getting those hips shooting back. So those are our 2 exercises. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna set a timer. We're gonna do 2 swings, 2 overhead press, and then 2 windmills for 2 minutes aside, okay? So let me put that timer on. The number is 2. So we can get this complex here. We're gonna do 3 full rounds. Are we ready? So I'm gonna start with my left side. If you guys want to start with the same. We're gonna do 2 swings. Let's begin. We're gonna go 1, 2, bend that elbow to get that bell to chest. Tighten around those hips, 2 presses. This is that hard part, so we're taking away the usage of the legs. And then shooting those hips back, straight up to the ground. Or I'm gonna open. Beautiful. Once you've done 2, go back into swing, same side. 2, clean it up. 1, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your thighs. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna open it up to the side. Rotate that upper body. Very nice. Good, and swings. Okay. Whew. That overhead press is super tricky. Oof. That's it, back to center. Each time you come out of that windmill. You know, if the overhead is too much as well, you can also push it down and pull it up straight. You can do your cleans right here. You're still building that strength. Just in different ways, doesn't have to go overhead. That's it. Awesome, next side. So you're just gonna set it down, switch your legs. Give yourself some space to swing and begin. 1, 2, either overhead or small little cleans. Just right down to the ground. That's it. Beautiful. I love keeping it here at my shoulder because I can rotate that upper body. 1, 2, bring it in. That's it, very good. Back to center after each windmill. Awesome. Make sure your toes are tucked in that bottom leg so you can create a good foundation, nice connection with the ground. Fabulous. Awesome. One more rep. Woo. Coming. It's coming. Just keep moving. 2. Oh, there it is. We have a 1-minute rest. Setting it down. Getting off of those knees. Good work. Grab a drink. We have 2 more times. If you wanted to get an extra pad or mat or even a pillow or a sponge underneath your one knee, now is your time to go ahead and do so. If you'd like to put a wrist guard on, ask me a question. Tell me how much you love it. Okay, starting on the left side. See if I can. 5 seconds. I'm trying to give you a little bit more of an angle here. You ready? Okay, we pull. 1, 2, into that chest. Bend that elbow, keep the weight nice and close. If you are doing a clean, there's a shallow little hip hinge. Shallow little hip hinge. Beautiful. Rotating through that upper body. Gorgeous. Oh, here we go. Work those angles, ladies. Your bodies can do so much more than just walk forward and backwards. Show it some love. That's it. Let's get strong in the disadvantaged positions. Here we go. And I'm going to do some cleans here. Shallow hip hinge. Awesome. It's almost time to switch. So you can get another round in. Here we go. Let's switch sides. Next position, and big pull. I love what this does for your core, your entire torso connection. It's not just about the abs, but how the hips relate to the shoulders and everything in between. And I think I just lost my pattern here. That's it. when you take those legs away and you come down to kneeling, it's really difficult to lean back. So I like that it takes away that want to overextend during a swing. One, two. There we go. Tighten that right from the ground. Give me another round. Oh, that's the rest. There it is. 1 minute. I'm going to shake it out. Grab a drink. Just anything that you need. We got one more time of this. Okay. Snoopy, Snoopy, hey. That's enough. All right. Ready to rock, ready to roll. We got 20 seconds. We might have some nice little war wounds on our knees. You've started developing the nice kettlebell arm war wounds as well. Let's get ready, let's swing. Last round. That's it. Open it up. Bring it right back to center after your windmills. Repositioning. Awesome. Oh, tuck that back toe. I just caught myself the lazy back foot. Keep doing that checklist from fingertips to toe tips. Is toe tips a thing? It is now. All right, and I'm just gonna do some of these cleans. Ooh. Sling it out. Nobody's hit the ground yet that I've seen, so we're all winning. If you've hit it, it's all feedback. There we go. Feel that swivel through that midsection. Let's switch sides for our last 2 minutes. Rotate. Put that kettlebell in front of me before I pull. Fabulous. Good job, guys. Everyone's working at their own pace and at their own level. I really appreciate you guys. We're almost at the end. That's it. we go. Match your breathing. Make sure you are breathing. There's so much going on. Sometimes it's hard to, or it's easy to hold our breath. Instead, make that breath work for you. Okay, give me another round. Should be coming up any time here. And that is all. And that is it. Just set that down. You're gonna shake it out. There's a lot on that knees, on those knees. Shake, 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 shake. Grab a drink. Give yourself about 30 seconds. So now, because we did so much work swinging on the ground, and we have our position of where that bell should be going between our legs, we're going to stand up and finish off with a few more swings. We're going to do a quick little finisher with a swing and a curtsy lunge, kind of mimicking what we just did. So when we're going into our swings, that hand is coming in that same high in between our knees and our waistline. We're going to go swing for 2. 1, 2, rack. Keeping this elbow facing the floor, stepping behind, straightening down to the ground. Step behind, drop that back knee, straight to the ground for 2. We are going to then hand change. Right at the top of that swing, the bell is weightless for a second. That is where you're going to grab it with your other hand. We're going to step behind, reach, back knee down, and up for 2. Are we ready? Ready to follow along? 2 is the number. Let's hip hinge and pull. 1, 2, elbow bends to clean. Step back, go straight down. 1 and 2. Let's go back swing, switch. 1, 2, bring it up. Awesome. Behind and down. 1, 2. Let's switch. Now 2 swings. Into that chest, take it behind. 1, 2. That's it, switch. Straighten those knees up in that top swing. And down, 1. 2, one more time aside. Switch. 1, 2, bring it in. Curtsy. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2, and in. Curtsy down. 1 more. Dismount. Okay. That was beautiful. Spiked my heart rate at the very end there. Let's take that out to the side. Come back down to the ground for our stretch. Good job. So I hope those last swings kind of made it feel better than you have done before. Really getting into that loading of the back hips. Now let's stretch. So kneeling position. Once again, we're going to tuck our hips underneath. Just pulsing down. Small little pulses. Our hip bone is facing forward. Good, holding it below. Into this hole. Perfect. Set that hand down on the ground on the open side beside your foot. You're going to keep your hand on the ground. Push your hips back and try to straighten up that front leg. Big exhale. Bend the front again and come down into that long lunge. So you're just trying to move with the range that you were provided, keeping your hand and foot anchored to the ground. Good. 2 more. Breathe in. And out. In. And out. Good. Keep that front leg straight. We're going to go use our toes up towards the ceiling to put more stretch on. And then foot back flat to the floor again. Breathe out as you feel that stretch amplify. And flatten that foot out again. Perfect. So you can use your kettlebells here to help you when you're stretching. If you're finding that your hips are tucking and your back is rounding, we're not actually able to get this movement through the lower body. Bring your kettlebell nice and close to you. Kind of raise that floor up so we can keep and maintain this neutral spine as we move through our stretches. Fantastic. Good, so let's go to the other side now. I'm going to show you the open side, so I'm going to turn around. Perfect, tucking those hips under. We're just doing these small little pulses. A little bit more give through those hips, dropping down a little further. Hand on the floor in the open side. You're going to push your hips back. And see if you can straighten out that front leg. In and out of it. Breathing in. Full on exhale as you feel that stretch come on. Breathing in and out. 2 more, just like that. One more. You're going to keep your hips back and use your kettlebell if you need to maintain a neutral spine. You're just using the ankle to point and flex that foot. Just stretch the back of your leg out a little bit more. Fantastic. Bring it in. Into a child's pose. So I'm going to ask you to do a little bit wider knees, toes together as you reach forward. You're going to walk both of your hands towards the left. And your left hand is going to hold your right wrist. So you're going to anchor that down to the ground so you can lean into the right side of your body for a side stretch. Feeling like you're a crescent shape. Breathing and opening up that rib cage. 2 more. 1 more. Let's walk our hands to the right. We're going to pin our left wrist down into the ground and lean into that left side of our body. Let your breath expand the rib cage. 2 more. Last one. Just back to center.